second episode of the Haitian Table Talk featuring beautiful Haitian women.
Thank you.
Wow, I mean, just look at that. Round of applause for y'all. Wow. Listen, it's your boy, Swaggy, you know what it is. You already know where I'm coming. So right now we're going to start by going from the left to the right, one by one. I want everybody to introduce yourselves, you know what I'm saying, anything you want to say about yourself, anything.
My name is Esther, and I go to Boise State, HBCU.
Let's go.
My name is Abigail. You can call me Abby. I go to LaSalle.
I'm Taya. I always get my personal stuff out. I'm in school though. That's right.
All right.
Oh, Clarissa, Cla Sasu, you know.
Yeah.
Period poo.
Talk it.
Victoria, also known as Vicky. My name is Shirley. Louis P, you know what I'm saying?
You know how I say believe me.
Alright, okay.
Okay. Alright, listen. So we just gonna jump right into it. We gonna drop. Damn. We gonna jump right into these questions. So without further ado, let's get it started. Question number 1 for all you women. Here we go. What characteristics do you think your girl group should have to have good relations among each other?
Okay, I'll start. I think trust is very important amongst a girl group, you know what I'm saying? For us to, carry that around and be able to trust each other. Right, guys?
I think it's communication.
Yeah.
Communication. Like in every relationship, you need communication.
They also gotta be supportive, because if they're not, like, you need your friends to get places. Like, you gotta network to get somewhere. So if your friends are not supportive, then you're not gonna get anywhere.
Just like this, we're supportive of Vicky's idea, and
Word,
just had to make it happen.
See?
I like that.
Be quiet.
I feel also the same mindset. You can't, birds of a feather flock together. So you guys have to have the same mindset.
I like that.
Yeah.
We get money together.
Also, I feel like respect,
Yeah.
I feel like when you respect your friends, I feel like that's very important.
Yeah, and I feel like, as she said, to have the same mindset, but even if you don't, you're not always going to agree on something, you're going to argue sometimes, but it always comes down to what you also said, communication, making sure you guys do end up on the same page, or you agree to disagree on anything, so.
What do y'all mean by communication? What kind of communication?
Misunderstandings. If you don't communicate well, you're just going to end
I'll-
up misunderstanding.
Listen, I don't think you need to talk to your friends every day.
No.
Oh, you're talking about that?
Yeah. No, I wasn't talking about that. I'm just trying to
When I think of
put that out
communication,
there.
I think of if you have a problem, you should be able to tell me, because I'm not going to just read your mind. I'm not God, you know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. If I offended you anyway, you gotta tell me. I'm a nice person. I'm like.
Oh, Charlene.
Also, I think we all have to have the same values. Because I've noticed, I don't really click well with other people that don't have the same values as me. So I think that's also another aspect.
God first.
Yeah, right.
Skip.
Alright, look, we're going to jump into the second question.
Huh? What? Go.
So we're going to jump into the second question. This is actually correlated with the first question. So, why do you think girls have more issues amongst themselves than guys?
Petty.
Jealousy.
Natural.
No, guys are petty. Guys are petty. Guys are petty.
But girls are more petty.
Guys,
petty.
no, they
No. Girls are more petty.
I feel like
girls hold grudges. Oh no, she do all that stuff.
Girls can be petty on a whole different level than guys. I feel like.
What?
Both
Guys
genders
too.
are petty.
But they're both
Yeah,
petty.
I
But
think
they
there's
different.
I don't think that.
I feel like girls take longer to actually start
We
talking to each other than
process
guys.
things too deep. We process things on a whole different level.
I don't know.
That's it.
You saying in a way of overthinking, right?
Yeah, I will overthink something that happened 3 months ago, 6 months ago. So
Yeah, and I think assumptions too. Like when people make assumptions about stuff and like they just think that like what they think is right and it's not. That's what like
issues amongst themselves than guys. I have a question for the people who think that guys are more petty than girls. Why do y'all think
Who
that?
said that?
I've met petty guys, a lot of petty guys, a lot. I went to church with a lot of petty guys.
Because I had a petty war with my man, and I was just like, I thought I was petty, and then I'm like, okay, you're still on that. That's how I figured that out.
Okay, but do you guys think that that's a reflection of guys in general versus girls, or just specifically towards those few encounters you guys have had?
I don't think it's guys.
I don't think it's guys.
No, I don't think there's-
one is more than the other. I just think people could be petty in general.
yeah.
I still stood by girls. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Girls aren't going petty. I'm
not
sorry.
petty.
Sure, I'm petty.
Guys will try to
I
get
be
you
catching
back,
myself,
like-
like Charlene, why are you so petty at times? I be catching myself.
I be doing
That's
that. I be
true.
shady sometimes.
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna lie.
saying.
Like my dad had turned on the radio. Like he turned off my radio, right? I was in the car driving. I looked at him, I'm like, okay, so I just put my headphones on. Like you can have it off. I'm gonna put my headphones on.
Like
Like
guys,
I'm petty like that.
guys tend to like let go of things like quicker.
Yeah.
Girls, we hold on to that.
I was just
Oh,
about
yeah.
And I'm
to
guilty
ask.
of it.
Like
I
for
try
example,
to catch myself, but I can't help it. I really can't.
like for example, like from a guy's perspective, if I'm balling with somebody and I have an issue with them, after the game's over, it's just everything's good.
That's what I'm saying.
We might not be bros, but like it's good game and everything.
Yeah.
We move forward. I feel like with women, it's a lot different.
You're like,
You
oh,
know,
wouldn't even
like,
play in the
with
same game
somebody-
I feel like it all depends on like what you're like being petty about. Because you could drag your pettiness if it's like something real serious, but if it's something small like that, like for a game, I don't think people would just.
Oh, no, I take stuff very seriously.
Remember
It
that?
depends
There
on the
was a
person.
volleyball game I played. I cursed everybody out, and we were at church.
Yeah, me
I
too.
was so
Me
mad.
too.
We lost, and I started cursing.
Oh yeah, I beat you. Got me. Come on. Come on. This was
No.
petty. Example right here.
Nah. Everything just started spawning right back in my head. No. No.
I think it's jealousy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of those like broken friendships is because like some girl started like say some girl started getting money or whatever, and then like her friend would just like automatically just start having like you could just tell like the difference between their friendship and just like a negative vibe.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I never felt like that with my friends though. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's a
have.
good thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
personally haven't experienced these.
I have never experienced it. I'm happy I haven't either.
Very.
Where it's like, oh, you wanted my money. It's-
Not money. I'm just saying. That's
Like,
just
like
my
any
uncle.
and any aspect.
Yeah.
Just jealousy in general.
Next.
Important dialogue. I respect that.
Next.
That was good. We're gonna jump into the third question.
Third.
Why do women lurk?
Cause they need
I need to
information.
know.
Yeah,
They need
sometimes
information.
I will stay up just thinking like, what are you doing? Or like I'll just have like
So niggas
scenarios
don't
playing in
listen.
my head of
They
like
need
the words.
information.
I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Validation.
Oh, I love this question.
I need to know.
I learned
Hey,
like
dale,
crazy.
para discusión sábado.
so
Para
niggas don't
conversación sábado.
Guys don't learn. Y'all don't learn.
That no, that
Guys
Camera,
don't
y'all
lurk.
don't learn.
Guys don't lurk.
They
Guys
lurk.
only lurking to find bad
They
joints.
lurk.
That's all we lurk for. If we want to see a bad joint, we want to find a bad joint on Instagram.
And that's your
You know,
problem.
we go crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we don't go, oh, let me see the comments, who's in their DMs. We not doing all that. I don't need to know. I just need to know if you bad and that's it.
I
You
think
look
I
good,
have like
time to
a
go crazy.
photographic memory when it comes to that. I'll see a name pop up on my nigga's phone. I'll be like, alright, that's nice. Let me go look you up. So many times.
No comment.
I feel like lurking helps me figure out like who people are.
I think lurking helps my soul.
Boom.
I was at 6 o'clock. So I just start my day like, okay, what do I want to look at today?
Honestly, it's just out of boredom.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, don't
Sorry, excuse me.
get me wrong. There are times where I do lurk, but there are times where I just like, let me just go through this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Are you guys talking about
Shut
lurking in
up.
general or lurking like relationship?
We
Oh,
know the juice.
Lurking in
Let's get straight to the juice.
I'm talking about
No, I'm talking about straight to the juice, relationships, because y'all really, honestly, that's what we came
But
to
you
see.
need to know who you're dealing with, so that's how you find out.
But why can't you learn how to, like, what you're dealing with through the person?
Because what other person is lying?
Yeah.
Like, what if you find
You
out?
could find out
social media.
Because you know how there's people have different personalities with other people, so you gotta find out who that person really is by lurking.
But social media can create a front too.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Like,
I don't believe in
pretty
lurking,
accurate,
but I like to do it.
Number 4. As young girls, were y'all ever ashamed of your hair?
Yes,
yeah, I was.
I sure was. I'm still trying to, get in the habit of loving my hair. I have 4C hair. So, like, I don't know, I feel like society really played a role in how I feel about my hair. Because, they always feel like the curly, soft, and tech. Don't get me wrong, that hair is beautiful too. But it's like, they just, I don't know. They put that type of hair up here and like 4C hair down here. So it's like,
I never
dang.
had a problem with my hair. When I wanted to perm it, I got it perm. Then I went it back to where I wanted it to be. I fixed it. I always loved my hair.
Are you talking as far as like wearing it out or?
I don't like, you know the struggle I had to do today? Like, and it wasn't coming out right, and I was like, okay, what do I have to do? Like, that's the worst
That's the
part.
thing.
Not knowing what your hair's gonna come out like. I literally was talking to Sherman about that. You're doing your hair, and you're like, what is it gonna come out as?
Yeah. Stay up till.
And you're like, if I do big twist, then it's either gonna be big or too big. If I do small twist,
That's true.
it's not gonna be
Right.
It's not gonna be puffed out. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Your hair is
because our hair is
you.
versatile. We can do whatever.
Our hair is
True,
beautiful.
true.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I
It's
don't
on
know.
there, but
that's
high maintenance.
I just thought it was annoying, honestly, because like it wasn't more so like I didn't like my hair. It was just I didn't know what to do with my hair, and it was just a lot. And I just would get so frustrated trying to like manage it and like find hairstyles to do with it. That's why I was just like, you know what? It's just gonna be protective styles.
And like growing up, natural hair wasn't in.
Nope.
It was relaxer, so we grew up knowing how to like do relaxed hair instead of natural hair. Oh,
I said.
my hair was relaxed, curved or something.
I was considering
My
it
hair
for
was
some
not
time when I
curved.
was younger.
I was like, no.
My hair was curved.
Oh, my mom said no so many
Yeah.
times, but I'm so like I really get that annoying where my mom had to say, okay, I'll do it. And then you learn from your mistakes. I'll never do it again. I don't need to do it. If I need to straighten my hair, I will go. I don't know if it goes to Dominican. They mess up your hair.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
will.
yeah, they
do.
burn.
They do
My hair,
burn.
my hair, my hair got burnt from that. Like
I don't need
never
it.
again.
I don't need it.
Actually, this is not planned, but like that brings me to something. Like, what do you guys think of like, you know how black women wear wigs and it's like straight and it kind of looks like white woman hair, but like when we look at white women and like they wear like the cornrows and stuff and we come at them for that. How do you guys feel about that situation? Because we come at them for like appropriating black hair, but like we wear like wigs that kind of looks like their hair.
Honestly, I never really cared for it. Like, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, you're white, you can't wear this. I know the whole history behind it is people did cornrows, like the slaves did cornrows to do like for routes, right? But I don't care. Do what you want. It's your hair.
The issue is that like they'll do those hairstyles, but then like they won't stick up for the black community like at all.
And then like let's say we wear cornrows to work. We will get
that
shamed
too.
for that. But yeah, if they do it, it's okay. So that's
Right.
something
Or it's a
we get
style
shamed
all
for.
of a sudden.
Yeah, and they glorify them for doing that, but we get shamed to do that.
I see.
Yeah, that just brings me to the Kim Kardashian thing. Like, she wore not boxers, like cornrows. But the issue was like she was giving credit to a white woman who started the trend,
What?
and that's why I had like an issue with it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So who started? Like, is it like
No.
the lemonade braids type John? Like, what did she have?
She had cornrows.
She
Yeah,
just
it was
had
just like
yeah,
the big
it was
ones.
like
She gave credit.
Yeah.
And it's like they're always stealing our style. So I guess that's why people are getting upset. Like we do something and then they want to take credit
The
for it.
crazy thing is I never really cared. Like, I don't know. That's one thing. Like the whole black and racial thing. I'm not. And that I don't really care for it. If you come crazy at me, that's different. But you want to do what you want. That's your body. Do as you please.
Okay, so how do you guys feel when they tan so far to where they look black? if you know what I mean.
I think that's just weird.
That's
They're
weird.
not
You know they
like-
start teeing you.
Yeah, they
Like,
Who, white
do too
people?
much with that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's this girl. She's a model, and she fucking black. She black. Like her whole body, like she was dark, not black, dark. She was really dark, and that's not tinting your body. You just change your
At
whole.
that point, you look like a
Yeah.
No. I don't.
I just don't see the reason or the point of doing that. It doesn't make any sense.
I just think it's hypocritical, to be honest.
I feel like they
The way
want to
they
be
treat
us, but don't want to
Treat us
acknowledge
right.
that.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And like
They
you
don't
said,
want to
treat us right.
experience.
Yeah.
Experience.
Because we are versatile. We are very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But I never really give it a thought.
Yeah, I didn't
Or
really think
be
too much
bothered.
into it. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah, I
people
don't
do
get
what they
bothered. It's just
want.
like,
Yeah.
really.
You look at me and say, okay, you got.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
you will never be me. So
Yeah.
Yes. Like,
There's only one shot.
yeah, that was the Kim Kardashian one. That was sort of, she got backlash for that.
oh, is it the okay? Go ahead.
But anyways.
Go ahead.
Alright,
we'll probably show a picture.
we gonna move into the next question. Okay, this is a good question right here. Would you be okay with your man getting his baby mama a gift for Mother's Day?
No.
Why or why not?
No,
With no
no,
man, with no
no,
baby.
and no.
The only
So,
thing,
yeah.
if she puts you on child support, that's the only thing you're giving her. Nothing else. I
Honestly,
don't care.
it's a. I don't know how it
Well,
feels.
I'm not dating no guy that has a child with somebody.
Period.
That's it.
That's
If you
gonna
have
be
a
me.
child,
That's
it's
true.
my child. So
But
yeah.
you don't know.
Listen, you have to-
No.
For the purposes
No.
of this question,
Okay, for the question,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing it. He's not doing that.
Honestly, it depends for me.
the question is, would you be okay with your man getting his baby mama a gift for Mother's Day?
If she
Mother's
respects me and I respect her,
I feel like
I don't know. It really depends
Depends.
on the lady. Because if she like, oh, you know, all that rah-rah stuff, I'm sorry.
But I
You're
still
not
don't
getting
think.
nothing.
I still don't think a gift. Why are you getting a gift?
like
for?
what
Just
is
out of
the gift?
respect.
Like, what kind of gift is this?
Like, cause that's the mother
like,
of your child.
something like.
So
But honestly, it
I
really
don't-
depends on the situation.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I
Like,
still
I'm
don't.
saying-
I'm not.
Like, if I'm cool with her and she's cool with
Esther
me,
not
It's
feeling that.
complicated.
Oh,
I'm not
Esther not feeling that.
I'm not
Oh,
feeling that.
she said, ah.
it depends.
It's too
Cause I'm not a mean
complicated.
person. Like,
I don't
if she's
know
cool
how-
with me, she respects me. I don't know. I really
That's
what
the
I
same
said,
thing
like,
with
I
my
don't-
parents. Like my mom in Haiti, she respect my mom here. My dad don't have to get her a gift. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's.
It's
even
not
that's my mom,
necessary.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessary. There's no reason for you
But
to do that.
think about the purpose of Mother's Day.
She's a
The
mother.
kids
She's
together-
so appreciate.
Are they a good
appreciate-
mother?
Kid can get for a
Yeah, the
gift.
kid.
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get it.
yeah, you
Yeah. There's no
that's-
reason for yeah. I don't know.
If they're a good mother, then okay. Like a little gift.
What?
Yo, shoot. No, it was in general. Like if the mother good, like then you know what I'm saying. Like
That's if that was in a different time. If I was a different person, but not this person.
Honestly,
It do depend on your relationship, but like your relationship with the
it
baby
shouldn't even
mama
be that
could be good,
close.
but y'all don't need to be that close. Like
Yeah.
that's
It's
not
not necessary. The gift
It's
is not
not.
well, what does a
necessary.
gift?
A
how does
gift
a gift
is just-
determine, like,
Because you
closeness?
never
First of all, a
know that
gift
they
doesn't-
think
What if they have a good
about it.
relationship?
Okay, a gift doesn't make
Make
you
a
a good
relationship.
mom.
Yeah.
You could tell the mom,
It's
I'm
a show
But if
you
it's
appreciative.
appreciation,
It could say you could say I'm
I'm contradicting
appreciative.
myself.
You get a card.
Yeah, exactly.
You should
I
get no child
appreciate
support
you.
anyway.
Thank you, but no gift. Like
It's
I
being
don't know.
real.
Like, it's a tricky question.
it is.
No,
a tricky
I
one.
can't place myself in that situation because
I-
I can't picture myself in that situation, so I can't even like.
but y'all gotta think about that, bro.
I know it's just.
I don't
Think about it. You listen. The heart wants what it wants. So like, let's just
If
say
you
you
want
wanna
a
fall in
black
love.
side,
Let's
what?
just say you
No,
wanna
wait.
fall in love with
What are you
somebody.
talking
Baby mama drama,
That's
baby
what I'm
dad
saying.
drama. It's
It'll
too
never be.
complicated.
It doesn't
It's
work.
too
Oh,
complicated.
okay.
It'll never be.
So then, why do you feel like sometimes women get mixed up in that type of situation?
Feels to be.
Listen,
No, y'all can't say that.
That's
true.
That's their personal.
Y'all can't say that. When
no.
you're in the situation, God knows I will not be in that. When you're in the situation, then y'all could judge it. But I don't believe like y'all just when you get in the situation, you're like, I don't know.
So you never know what type of
It's just
situation
I
you're
don't
in.
know how to explain it. Like when you get in that situation, then
You
you
may
know your
say there's a
decision
lot of-
you'll make. Like, there's a lot of things I said I would never do.
Exactly.
But
That's
I did.
true.
But it just
I
happened.
literally
You know what
flipped
I'm
I know
saying?
for a fact. I will
Uh,
not. I know for a fact I would never be in a situation like that. I know.
You
I
never
know. I know myself.
I don't know.
I know because my standards, my criteria, my everything. That's why I'm single. Like I am the most pickiest person. Like any little no. I know for a fact. I know for a fact I would never be in a situation like that. If I know from the jump, like that's it. Like I'm just gonna stop right there. That's
I don't know. I'm a
My
little.
child gotta be his first child too, so we have to have this.
So baby moms is a.
I'm a little
Is a turn
humble.
on.
Wait, are
Straight
you
turn on.
saying like
We have like
you have to have the first child
Yeah,
and then
together.
he cheats and then you?
Oh.
She heard the word. She said.
I said if
Hold
I'm
on.
with someone, right?
Pause.
We have to have the same child together
Yeah.
first. Our first child has to be together.
And then he has another baby mom.
Oh, okay. She's just saying that's how she wanted it.
Okay, wait.
I agree.
So like, what if you meet a man, right, and like he has a kid, but God forbid the mother passed away, right, and like he's just ready to move on. Like how would
That's
you?
different.
So the mother has to go to-
That's still not.
Right, the mother.
Mother not
different.
interested,
I
that's the
know.
thing.
And then there's no gift.
But that wouldn't be your first child.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be your first child.
I'm trying to hear this
There we
gift
go.
thing.
It's
There's no
different.
gift.
All I'm
That's
saying is,
What type of gift?
this situation, I'm not gonna say it's sensitive, but in my situation, I feel as if I'm kind of okay with it because that's how my my
Yeah,
situation
it's
is.
different for
So
everybody.
I don't really care. No gift, but yeah.
No gift.
I was joking about the stupid thing.
Okay.
No gift, baby.
All right, let's move on to the next question. Which one is harder? Moving on, letting go, or starting over?
Oh God, I already have a question.
What do y'all
I
think?
do believe you could let go of somebody, right? Moving on is hard. Cause that affects your relation. Okay, I'm thinking about relationship, but that affects your relationship. Anyway, that's how I see it.
I don't know. I think it's.
I think you could low-key start over, but not let go.
That's true.
I feel like you always have that person in the back of your mind.
But it only
sometimes,
shows
like,
you how hard it is to let go. Because you try moving on, but you can't let go of the other person. Letting go, I'm sorry.
I could start over, but I do believe that I'll be affected by the situation. You feel me? So I don't want to say it's moving on or letting go. I'm confused.
Just letting go.
Letting go is hard.
Once you build that bond with that
Yeah.
person, it's hard to like let go of that bond you guys created. So it's just like, how do you move on from that? How do you find someone else to have that same
You
bond?
can start over, but
that you
still be
share with
fake.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
letting
you just-
go.
Yeah.
It's letting
Letting
go
go.
for me.
Yeah.
Letting go.
Yeah.
All right.
Like letting go.
What lessons have you learned about relationships in 2019 that can help other women in 2020?
Say what you want at the beginning of the relationship. Set boundaries.
Okay, so establishing
I
what
got a
Establish
list.
a foundation.
Things
A
are.
strong foundation. Yes.
Wait, ask the
very
question
key,
again.
very key. What lessons have you learned about relationships in 2019 that you can help other women in 2020?
Don't be petty. You know what I'm saying? Communicate. Trust. You know, there's a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying?
Be
Like I
upfront
said,
with
okay.
everything.
Yeah.
Don't assume.
Oh yeah. Overthinking. Communication is a big thing for me.
Yeah. Be strong in what you say.
Yeah.
I think I would.
I ain't learned nothing.
That's good.
You ain't learned nothing?
Nope.
Oh, you wild.
Carson, you know you learned
You learned something. One thing you
What
learned.
was compromise? Yeah,
One
that's for
thing?
you. She know I'm right.
Compromise.
Compromise.
That's
That's a good one.
a big one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What do you feel like personally is the hardest thing you had to go through in any relationship last year, 2019? And what's the hardest? I don't know if I'm explaining it right. What's the hardest out of all these we were talking about? What's the hardest one you feel like you had to deal with, or you had an issue with personally?
In
Trust.
any type of
Any type of relationship.
Trust. Like,
Yeah.
trusting somebody is
Mhm.
so hard.
Right.
Like, you could trust a person, but what if that person is lying to you?
Mhm.
So that's where trust comes in, like, in handy. It's just like, you
Mhm.
have to trust a person. You feel me? You have to trust that person don't want to hurt you and actually wants to work things out and be with you. Trust.
Wait, is it just relationship like boyfriend girlfriend or like
That's
It could be anything.
any type?
that's how I
Trust.
see it. I haven't really had no issues.
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
like in your relationship experiences last year, what's the hardest thing you feel like you had to face? The hardest aspect.
I think I had problems communicating. So that was tough for me, communicating how I felt with things and stuff.
Okay.
I think mine is trust and compromise.
For me, it's trust, and I have a bit of a temper, you know. I'm really a nice person, but like when you like annoy me, like that's weird. I'm sorry, but like I don't know. Like sometimes it's hard. Not sometimes. In general, it's just hard for me to open up to someone. So like when I open up to you and you do me dirty, that's a problem for me. So it's like I don't know. Trust is a huge, and I don't like people lying to me. Don't lie to me. I'm a pretty straightforward person. I don't know how to lie either. So like, I don't know how to lie. So alright. You know, next person. I'm not talking.
Let me ask you guys a question. With regards to trust, do you feel like you could ever truly trust somebody?
No.
So
You could be close enough to it, but I don't know. Something's always gonna be in the back of my head. Deep inside my
99%.
head. Yeah, 99.
Because there's that 1% of
Yeah.
doubt. Because people can switch up at
Yeah.
any time.
No, for real, you really don't.
Like,
That's the
really?
scary part.
Like, you
But
know,
you
you
shouldn't
don't
live your life
know.
like that.
You know how many times people like put all their trust in someone and they just like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Stop
mine is
it.
like
And not even relationship, like,
Yeah,
not like boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, like, relationship in
friendships,
general.
yeah. Even parents. Don't get me started with parents. Ooh.
I don't know, my parents got me. My mom got me.
Please.
She fine. She fine.
Wait, what?
Like, you saying trust, right?
with regards to, you guys mentioned parents. Do you guys ever feel like you fully trust your parents?
I mean,
yeah, I think it's just my
I
parents.
do. They haven't really.
I mean, she
I
lied to
know
me when she
everything.
wouldn't lie to me, but I feel like when she lies to me, it's within her best intentions for me, I guess. Do I
Mom?
trust her? Yeah, I guess. She's my mom.
Do you
My
mean
dad's
like
my
trust
mom.
them like with your
Decisions.
yourself or like with their decisions as well? Like
Their decisions, everything, generally.
No,
Their
I don't
decisions.
trust
No,
her.
their
Sometimes
decisions.
I don't understand their decisions. I don't trust her.
Like,
Well,
I
you can never really
trust-
fully trust somebody with someone else's decision. The only person you can fully trust is yourself. And even so, you can't even really trust yourself
No.
with your own decisions because sometimes you make mistakes.
Wait, I trust them. Like, they won't lie to me, but like their decision, no, I don't like that. Like, that's my.
I don't
They
know.
try to like be the best parent they can, but
Just
like,
that Haitian, that mindset, it drives me
they
crazy.
want to prevent you from something that they don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes
they
you
don't
just
know
gotta-
what they're trying to prevent you from.
You
But
just gotta let the child learn.
yeah, my mom makes me do that. Like, I'll learn and then that's
I don't know.
that.
At the end
I
of the
trust
day,
my mom, but
So is the fathers.
Do you think there's
I'm wondering if that's like just because we're girls. If it's
Oh,
only the
most
fathers.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
How it works for the boys.
I think
That's
they're
a whole
easier on
different
the
subject.
boys, to be honest.
on trust?
No, just like
Yes,
the decision.
on trust
Yeah,
too.
trusting. Like, you have to trust me that I'm gonna be okay. Like,
Yeah.
okay, but I'm trying to plan a trip to VA, right? I'm like, mommy, I'm going there, right? She's like, okay, but she's not okay with it. Cause she's like, okay, what if something happens to you? You see how sex trafficking and everything? I'm like, mom, I'm gonna be fine.
You trying to go by yourself or something?
No, I'm not going myself.
Oh, okay.
Like, literally, 20 people.
Oh, then
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
But she's not okay with it.
Oh.
And I feel as if it was a boy, it'll be like, oh yeah, he'll be able to defend himself.
Why do you think it's like
I
that?
could defend myself.
Why do you think it's like that?
Cause that's how, it's not even society, it's just like, y'all think that guys are tougher. Maybe girls were a little fragile, but like, I don't,
Guys are generally tougher.
I mean, I understand why.
I could really,
You could say you're as tough as you are
That's
so
true.
you lose your breath.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, a guy
God,
naturally
unfortunately,
stronger.
I hate
than
it
you.
so much.
Not all guys, but most guys, like,
Yeah, not all guys.
Yeah, it's true.
if they really
you compare
want
me
to.
to not all guys.
I didn't say not all guys. I said
Majority
most,
of guys, they're just
generally.
built that way. So that's why parents tend to like, okay,
you may have a strong mindset.
yeah.
I'm strong.
I guess another thing is most victims are women and females because of that. So, I understand, but then sometimes it's just like, okay.
Let me be.
Yeah,
I
like,
have to
can you
live.
just trust God, please?
They can't do that when it comes to you going out. They don't trust nobody.
Nope. It's okay.
My dad be trying to look at
Become
people's
a-
addresses. I'm like, no. He was talking about, first of all, he's crazy. He was like, I need all your friends' numbers, all of them. You need to sit down and you get. It's been like 5 years. I still do.
Do y'all give your parents school schedules? Like you
What?
said? My dad told me to hang my
I think
school schedule
only
on the
freshman
fridge.
year.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not
Freshman
doing
year.
that.
Wait, for high school or for college?
For college, when I was
Every
at
term?
RCBC, I didn't do it, but he was trying to make it on the fridge.
No, you just kind of
That's a
Yeah.
low.
Okay,
I'm like,
I feel like once you're in college though, they should.
I'm not
like,
gonna say they
there's-
stop caring, but
It's
it's
just-
just like
It's just
think
it's a
they're like-
different part of your life now where
College
they
is
need
even
to
worse.
let
go.
go
yeah.
a little bit.
They don't.
They
My
don't know how to
parents
let go.
don't like the
Sorry.
idea of, staying on campus.
Yeah, that's
They do not like that.
Yeah.
I could be getting straight A's. Oh,
Mhm.
but you on campus? This and
Yeah.
that. I'm like, what's wrong with that?
Because that's when
You
you're
should be
free.
glad that I'm,
Yeah.
trying to learn to live on my own.
yeah, like they try to shelter you.
Their
so
mindset's
bad.
They haven't
different.
experienced it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
And
different.
when you go out in the
They
real
hear-
world, you're gonna be crippled. Like it's
Yeah.
sad.
Exactly.
I feel like living on campus makes some aspects makes you more equipped to
Yeah.
live.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you more independent and like live on your own.
You have like a more survival skill.
Yeah.
on campus.
I remember when I was younger, my dad, he was already saying like, she's not going to prom, she's not going to college, she's not going on campus, and I'm like, okay. And now he's fine, like,
They just have to adapt to
just
it.
gotta
That's
do
it.
your own thing. But don't be disrespectful though.
Yeah.
Alright, let me ask another question. Why is it hard, I think we touched upon this earlier, why is it hard for girls to let their guard down? Specifically towards a relationship, because that's the most...
Fear of getting hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You've
feel
been
like-
hurt before, you don't want to experience it again.
Right.
Okay, but with regards to that, like, you'll never know how anything will go if you don't try it.
I
So,
feel
That's fine.
I mean,
don't
sometimes
wanna
you
be
can see the
broken.
signs, like God shows you the signs, like, yeah, no, that's not the right one. And then you just,
not
Sometimes
every
people
sign
don't
from-
even see
Not
the
every
sign.
sign is a sign from God,
Yeah.
though.
but who's it from?
Saka,
No,
le
seriously.
job,
Bad?
Yeah.
job yo,
Bad sign?
job yo kap monte.
I'm saying if you see a bad sign, and that's like a sign to back away. That's how I'm saying.
Yeah, but sometimes you guys mix women's intuition with bad signs. Like you'll see like I don't know, something small. It could be, oh, he didn't open the door for me. Or like something little. It's
But
like,
that doesn't
I'm
make me put my
forgiving
guard
of
down.
that.
or you go on his phone and you see that there's a little bit, way too many comments on a specific post. It's like, I don't know about this guy. He may.
I really hope all of you did not get hurt. It's sad.
That's a pass.
Like with me,
Why?
like my guard is always up. It don't even have to be in like relationship. It could be like through friendship, family, even a stranger. Like, and it's not like. I mean, I guess I have to do with like past experiences and stuff. So
everything,
like,
everything is your past.
I don't know. I'm still working on
But at
it.
the same time, like I like that. I'm happy that my guards is up.
I mean, it's
I'm
a good
very-
thing
a
and it's a
guard,
bad
but
thing.
It's meant to protect, so if you want to protect yourself, you always want to have it up. That's all I
Yeah, there's a difference though.
So
There's
now-
protecting and then there's
Yeah.
overprotecting.
Okay, I'll
Give
overprotect
it an
myself.
Yeah, it's yourself. You want to be selfish with yourself.
You don't want your guard to affect good opportunities that may come.
True.
Yeah, that's
True.
So I feel like a happy balance.
Like
true. But having your
I feel
guard,
like the
you
guard
love the
does more
blessing.
good
You
than
never
bad,
know.
though.
Exactly.
I don't know, it's a good and bad thing. Like it's always good to protect yourself, but like I don't know, not like too protective.
what are some things that influences like letting your guard down? Like what are some things you look at, I don't know, in a guy or anything where it's just like, okay, maybe I could breathe a little, maybe I could, you know, open up a little bit. Do you guys ever realize certain time periods where it's like, okay, maybe I can open up to this person? I don't know if y'all want to do that.
It's hard for a guy to tell you how they feel. When you see him doing that, then you're like, alright. I really do think so. Like if a guy, some guy will waste their time and lie to you, but other guys they just they're really genuine. Like they really love you. Like, oh, I see you, boo. I'm feeling that.
Okay, so when you guys get into a relationship, is your goal marriage or is it just for the moment?
Marriage. Look, I don't say that. I'm just no. Marriage is endgame.
Exactly. At this
I'm
point,
not
That's childish. Like
it is childish.
no,
I
I don't have
just
time
feel
for
like
that.
if you're going into a relationship with not like a mindset of having like a future or like I don't know
Something,
like
yeah.
so then what is the point of
You're
the
just not
relationship?
ready.
It doesn't have to be a relationship. Y'all can just do what you want, and that's it. It's not a relationship. It doesn't have to be a
I don't
relationship.
know. I guess it really depends on the person. Because sometimes people like go into like relationships wanting something, but I don't know, like past experiences may prevent them from like pursuing like a marriage type of relationship. So I don't know.
You don't have to get married, but I
Yeah,
think it's a
it's not-
commitment.
Yeah.
I'm getting married. No, I don't have time to play. For what? I mean, there's nothing wrong. If you want to explore, have fun, there's nothing wrong with that. No judgment there, you know what I'm saying? Me personally.
Just be careful.
But then,
like,
if you're like gonna explore, I feel like you're not looking for a relationship then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
then it's
on.
not a
Which is
relationship.
fine. Like you should explore, but don't say you're
Don't
looking for a
make a
relationship.
relationship. Yeah.
Because if you're looking for a relationship, I feel
That's
like you're looking for
different.
like a long-term thing.
Yeah,
Oh, everyone's different.
that's what I'm saying. Everyone's really different.
On what?
Like not everyone is probably
So
looking
people-
for a relationship.
I don't get
Let me
that
ask y'all,
mindset.
are y'all actively looking for a relationship? I'm not saying like I'm looking for a relationship. Those that are saying, like, if a relationship were to present itself among the horizon, like right now, would y'all be open to that? Single ladies.
I'll be hesitant. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I'll probably be hesitant too, because I don't know if I'm fully over the last one like that. Wait, yo, this is recorded.
Hey, babe, parlez-vous, Vicky. Parlez-vous. Who broke your heart, Vicky? Wow.
Next time, Haitian table.
Crazy. Next question. What's your favorite Haitian dish?
Sweet plantain, you know what I'm saying? I love
Bon, dis pas on a Creole, là, bien sûr.
I get it, baby. I just answered.
Bon appétit.
Hold on, it's a little loud.
I'm good, lady.
I like the basic
Oh,
dish.
base.
Yeah, I like
the
long.
basic douille blanc, sauce poivre avec sauce chicken
Ooh.
avec banane pêche.
Whoa.
I like the
Oh,
baby
plenty
with
black.
the
Nah, this is jeez.
I like maï avec fromage. Period. Yo, y'all ever tried maï with fromage?
What's fromage?
Cheese.
Come on.
Wait, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Alright.
Not for real, maï moulin avec
Oh,
cheese.
papa.
No, pas maï moulin.
Maï seulement?
Maï, like plain
Oh.
yellow maï.
With corn and cheese.
What kind of cheese? Like, how you,
Yeah, it's
I
like,
don't like cheese.
like,
like how the cheese be like melted on there?
no, not cottage cheese.
It's not American.
Yellow cheese?
The
No.
sliced cheese, not the sliced cheese. The
Blue cheese? The cheddar?
the laughing cow.
That's cheese.
So you go like this. Like you eat one and then eat the
No,
other.
like you put it in it. Like
Yeah.
it tastes so good, y'all.
Like the way
Don't
they
make me
put the
feel
butter on
weird.
there.
Yeah, it tastes so good.
Don't forget sweet pie.
Did you say
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Ellie's turn. Oh.
What's your favorite dish?
Rice, douille avec legume or lalo.
Ooh,
Yeah.
lalo.
That's my
Vicky.
favorite. Is literally what she said, but I don't mind that too. Like,
Okay.
Nah,
It's not.
You got it, dude.
No, I'm for real. Oh, you speaking Calican disease? Oh.
Hold Que qualité de para just the do yourself. Do you run?
D blush, of course.
Okay.
Especially with my, yeah.
Avec leg.
Okay.
I like that, right?
But y'all too basic, bro.
Fromage
Okay.
avec my.
Next question. Listen, if you had a choice, would you want to be with a Haitian man or someone else?
Haitian.
If so, what is your ideal Haitian man?
Haitian men.
I'm so tired of it. Sweet, caring, loyal, all that nice stuff.
No, but we talking specifically Haitian men.
I just.
What's that?
There's a difference. Listen,
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
confused about it. There's a difference between a man and a Haitian man.
First of
If I
all,
want a Haitian
men
man,
do cheat. I don't care. I'm so tired of seeing that thing on Instagram. Y'all do cheat, okay?
They do.
Where?
So every,
They the
Where?
worst.
Fathers
Where?
and all.
so that means every
For real.
That's fair
I
enough.
mean, I've never experienced a Haitian man, so I can't say.
Are we talking about like musical features or like inside?
We
Because inside
talking
is
about
like the typical.
anything.
I just love the
Personality-wise.
fact that when I'm out and I want to talk about somebody, I could be like, "Yo, got it figured." I love that. Like, I love the fact that we came from the same place. We know our history, our base, our ancestors. I just love that. That's it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna end with this last question. How do you feel about your man dancing compa or either twerking or whining
Excuse me.
with other women at the club without you being there?
No.
No.
That's not acceptable.
Why is it not acceptable?
What's wrong with you?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Como se mantém na Alcaia falei de barra.
Acceptable.
What do you mean? What's an example? The guy doesn't know the girl at all. You know what I'm saying? We
So
just
if
talk
a girl
about it.
is making you feel good of any type of way, I don't want it. Like, I'm the only one that's supposed to do this.
So
Ok, ménage, eu déjà marié.
I mean,
What? Why is this stuff on her stuff? What is happening?
but there's
Yeah,
no,
like,
there's nothing
what's
complicated
what
about
type
that.
of
No.
reaction is that?
I'm not gonna
Let's
tell
talk
you.
about
It's
it.
not
There's nothing complicated
respectable.
about
That's
that.
not respectable at all.
Even if you don't know her,
Se ménage ou non fait live, la tsugi, on gagne
Then hopefully I don't find out.
Wow.
That's it.
Good.
I don't find it respectable if you're significant
And
other goes to a
yeah.
party.
But
And
when
then
you go to a
something
party,
that's not-
okay, let's start with the basics. What do people go to parties for?
Okay,
Socialize,
but
enjoy.
if the girl is making you
In
feel good.
2020, we know 2020. I was about to say 2019. We know 2020. What is having fun at a party?
Me twerking on my best friend.
Yes.
Can I go and get twerked on by?
A nigga, no.
Okay, then that's not possible. That's not possible.
Then don't go.
So then, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Let's see if we don't sous best friend now.
You go when
Gaso ba nga fe ba ko sa?
Okay.
You can vibe with
You
your
could
guy.
do
You gotta
that,
dance on him.
Y'all could do that little frat shit.
Right.
But what is what does twerking like? What's the like? I don't understand. But y'all not even there
Some
though.
feeling. Yeah, like if the
It's
if
a
the
temporary
girl,
feeling. It's a one night feeling.
Okay, so
Why do you need that
And
feeling
then
though?
exactly.
We can
It's
give
not
it
about
to
the.
you.
Hold up.
Tenez.
So would you want your girlfriend twerking on someone?
Depuis par là, papa. Depuis ou vin la kala, beaucoup de macabre.
That is so hypocritical.
That's not hypocritical.
I expect my significant other to
Exactly.
unless we're not gonna be in a relationship.
Exactly. I respect.
I'm there about to go
Right.
shit. And let me find out.
Okay, but listen.
Remember?
It's a temporary thing. You not like think about it. It's not even about the woman. Like guys be going to the club. Listen. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Hey, let's be realistic. Guys be going to the club, dancing on women, and we'll go home. We won't even remember the woman that we twerked on.
Well, you're
So my thing is, why do y'all want that to happen?
It's just
Why?
us
Why?
having fun.
You
It's us having fun.
Why have fun? Why can't you do that with a girl though?
I'm not with
I said specifically the girl not at the club though. We chilling with my guys. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So then what's the difference So then what's the difference between going to a club and dancing on women and going to a strip club?
If you don't go to strip club, go ahead.
Right. They're not on the strip.
Okay,
They want to pose.
You go to the strip club, there be strippers like right in front of you. Y'all don't feel the type of way because they're paid to do that. They're professionals.
That's their job. That's different.
I don't agree with that. See, because if y'all had a problem about the first one, y'all would have a problem with the second one. Thank you. Now I'm starting to get y'all.
When y'all at a party, the guys go for the female, okay? But at a strip club, the stripper comes to the guy.
Whoa.
So there's a difference.
Some women be violent.
To a party, it's supposed to be like, alright, you vibing. Like, every guy's gonna go to a strip club. I believe that one day my nigga's gonna go to a strip club. But
Buy some I live in.
Yeah.
Buy no club, buy no strip. Okay.
but I'm just no. When I go out, this Brandon's my boyfriend. Like, this is how we do it.
You have to understand, guys don't have that same
Okay, then don't
luxury. We don't dance on each other. We just dance.
Bring your girl. Why do you want to dance? They're like, are you that tempted? Like,
why do y'all want to dance?
We dancing on each other.
Oh, but y'all have that luxury. Why y'all want to dance? Guys, every time y'all go to the party, y'all gotta shake something.
If you go into, you don't have to.
No, but y'all do. Huh?
If you go to a party, you might as well bring your girl with you.
But what if your girl don't want to go? Your girl don't want to go to a party.
If we're not going, you're not going.
If that's it, if that's it.
Listen, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna have to agree to
Get me
disagree on
tired.
that
I can't
one.
talk. No, y'all agree to disagree. That's it. Like,
Unless,
so I have a question. You have a girl, right? Do you believe that'll be okay in your relationship?
I believe in the transparency and being able to trust one another. So if my girl want to go have fun, my girl can go have fun. As long as you're not being disrespectful, you can go have fun. And because I know at the end of the day, you're coming home to me. And the same should be reciprocated vice versa.
And that, bro, you could easily.
That's disrespectful.
That's
man.
not disrespectful.
Girl,
Having fun, there's levels to it. Y'all have to understand. If you out there in the club dancing on somebody, that turns into y'all making out and doing all that extra.
No,
That's
I don't believe.
But
first of all,
in 2019, you guys have to 2020. Y'all have to understand that guys going to a party and twerking on each other and stuff. That's normal now. Like that's how people have fun, dog.
Can you say this on third video?
Alright, guys, listen. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to the second episode of the Haitian Table Talk with these, once again, beautiful Haitian women. You know what I'm saying? Everybody give a hand for yourselves, you know what I'm saying? You did a good job. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know, make sure y'all go subscribe, like, comment, share it to your friends, share it to every single one of y'all. You know, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all in the next